Mia Morgan Sullivan was one of the greatest people any of us has ever known.
2024 has quickly taken some of Hollywood's brightest stars. Who are they? Why didn't you hear about them? These legends made waves in film and TV, but their passing went under the radar. Let's bring their legacy back into the spotlight. Number 30, Shelly Deval. What happened to the star who made us shiver in The Shining? Shelly Deval's quiet departure is heartbreaking. Shelly Deval, best known for her role in The Shining and several acclaimed Robert Altman films, has died, according to reports, citing a family spokesperson and her longtime partner. She was 75. Deval died in her sleep at her home in Blanco, Texas, of complications of diabetes. Dan Gilroy, her life partner of more than 30 years, told The Hollywood Reporter, "My dear, sweet, wonderful life partner and friend left us," Gilroy said. "Too much suffering lately. Now she's free. Fly away, beautiful Shelly." Known for her thin physique, large expressive eyes, and powerful performances, Deval was a standout, playing opposite Jack Nicholson in the iconic 1980 horror film The Shining, and Robin Williams in the comedy Popeye that same year.
I think it's an art to make people laugh, to make people smile, and to learn something while you're having a good time.
Number 29, Joan Benedict. How did a soap opera staple quietly fade away at 96? Joan Benedict's end deserves more attention than it received. Joan Benedict, an accomplished actress known for her work in various soap operas, including General Hospital, has died. On June 24th, Benedict passed away at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles due to complications from a stroke, a spokesperson for her family announced. Per The Hollywood Reporter, she was 96. The Brooklyn-born actress was best known for her role as Edith Fairchild on General Hospital. She also appeared in recurring roles on Days of Our Lives and The Capitol, and for many years she was the face of Candid Camera. Number 28, Susan Buckner. The bubbly cheerleader from Greece who brought joy to millions. What became of her final days? Susan Buckner, best known to moviegoers as Greece's bubbly cheerleader Patty Simcox, died peacefully surrounded by loved ones in Miami on May 2nd. Buckner's Grease character was the Rydell High cheerleading pal of Olivia Newton-John's Sandy. The 1978 film also starred John Travolta and Stockard Channing. Born on January 28, 1952 in Seattle, Washington, Buckner was crowned Miss Washington in 1971 and represented the state in the Miss America pageant the following year. Soon after, she became one of the Dean Martin Show's Gold Diggers dancers, and that led to her to become part of the all-girl group Fantasy and the musical duo Buckner and Pratt. Number 27, Bill Cobbs. How did a man who brought warmth to every role fade into the final act unnoticed? Bill Cobbs, a prolific film and TV actor with memorable performances in Night at the Museum, Brother from Another Planet, Oz the Great and Powerful, The Sopranos, and dozens of others, died surrounded by family Tuesday, June 25th, of natural causes at his home in Inland Empire, California. He was 90. His death was announced by family members on Facebook and confirmed to Deadline by his publicist, Chuck I. Jones. "We are saddened to share the passing of Bill Cobbs," wrote brother Thomas G. Cobbs. On Tuesday, June 25th, Bill passed away peacefully at his home in California. A beloved partner, big brother, uncle, surrogate parent, godfather, and friend. Bill recently and happily celebrated his 90th birthday surrounded by cherished loved ones. As a family, we are comforted knowing Bill has found peace and eternal rest with his Heavenly Father. We ask for your prayers and encouragement during this time. Number 26, Cheetah Rivera. This trailblazer left an indelible mark on Broadway and beyond, but her last curtain call went quickly. Cheetah Rivera was an American actress, singer, and dancer. Rivera received numerous accolades, including 2 Tony Awards, 2 Drama Desk Awards, and a Drama League Award. She was the first Latina and the first Latino American to receive a Kennedy Center honor in 2002 and the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2009. She won the Tony Award for Lifetime Achievement in 2018. Rivera died in New York following a brief illness on January 30th, 2024 at age 91.
We really thought of it being a theater.
Number 25, David Soul. The beloved star of Starsky and Hutch battled for decades, but few knew how his health struggles would end. David Soul was an American-British actor and singer, with a career spanning 5 decades. He rose to prominence for portraying Detective Kenneth Hutch Hutchinson in the American television series Starsky and Hutch from 1975 to 1979. His other notable roles included Joshua Bolt on Here Come the Brides from 1968 to 1970, and as the lead actor in the 1979 American TV movie Salem's Lot. Soul also had moderate success as a film actor when he portrayed Officer John Davis in Magnum Force in 1973. During his career, he also found success as a singer, achieving a #1 single on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 in 1977 with Don't Give Up on Us, which also peaked at #1 in the UK and Canada. Soul was a 3-pack-a-day cigarette smoker for 50 years. Although he had stopped smoking 10 years prior to his death, he was seriously affected by COPD and had also had a lung removed due to cancer. Soul died in London on January 4th, 2024 at age 80.
I saw him as nothing more than a bland white bread. I didn't like him. I wanted to play Starsky.
Number 24, Carl Weathers. The man who brought Apollo Creed to life has left the ring for good. How did his final fight unfold? Carl Weathers, who starred as Apollo Creed in the first 4 Rocky films and appeared in Predator, The Mandalorian, Happy Gilmore, Action Jackson, Arrested Development, and dozens of other films and TV shows, died Thursday, his family announced. He was 76. We are deeply saddened to announce the passing of Carl Weathers, his family said in a statement. He died peacefully in his sleep on Thursday, February 1st, 2024. Carl was an exceptional human being who lived an extraordinary life. Through his contributions to film, television, the arts, and sports, he has left an indelible mark and is recognized worldwide and across generations. He was a beloved brother, father, grandfather, partner, and friend.
Shut up, Happy. Don't feel bad about me. I got my hand back, see?
Number 23, Richard Tandy. Electric Light Orchestra's sound was shaped by him, yet his final notes barely made a whisper in 2024. Richard Tandy was an English musician. He was a full-time keyboardist in the band Electric Light Orchestra, ELO. His palette of keyboards, including Mini Moog, clavinet, mellotron, and piano, was an important ingredient in the group's sound, especially on the album A New World Record, 1976. Out of the Blue, 1977, Discovery, 1979, and Time, 1981. He collaborated musically with ELO frontman Jeff Lynne on many projects, among them songs for the Electric Dream soundtrack, Lynne's solo album, Armchair Theater, and Lynne produced David Edmonds' album, Information. Tandy was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017 as a member of ELO. Tandy died on May 1st, 2024 at the age of 76. Lynne posted a tribute later that day, memorializing him as a remarkable musician and friend. Number 22, Steve Lawrence. The golden voice behind countless hits struggled quietly with illness in his final years. Steve Lawrence was an American singer, comedian, and actor. He was best known as a member of the pop duo Steve and Edie with his wife Edie Gourmet, and for his performance as Maurice Sline, the manager and friend of the main characters in the 1980 film The Blues Brothers. In June 2019, following public speculation about his health, Lawrence announced that he was in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease and that treatment to slow its progression had so far been successful. Lawrence died from complications due to Alzheimer's disease in Los Angeles on March 7, 2024, at the age of 88.
Every plan starts with we.
Number 21, David Sanborn. His saxophone defined smooth jazz for decades, but his final note ended quietly in 2024. David Sanborn, whose keening cry on alto saxophone was as bright and steadfast as a lighthouse beacon during a career that spanned nearly 60 years and included collaborations with everyone from David Bowie to Stevie Wonder, died in Tarrytown, New York. He was 78. According to an official statement, the cause was complications of prostate cancer, which he had been battling since 2018. With a string of crossover hits in the 1970s and 80s, Sanborn set a sturdy template for the radio format known as smooth jazz, though he himself never warmed to the term. He had more than a dozen albums break into the Billboard 200 and won 6 Grammy Awards, 4 of them in consecutive years during the mid to late 80s. 2 of those winning albums, Straight to the Heart, a solo effort, and Double Vision, a collaboration with pianist Bob James, are cornerstones of the commercial genre often labeled contemporary jazz. Number 20, Roger Corman. The king of cult cinema is no more, but his influence lives on in every indie filmmaker. Roger William Corman was an American film director, producer, and actor, known under various monikers such as the Pope of Pop Cinema, the Spiritual Godfather of the New Hollywood, and the King of Cult. He was known as a trailblazer in the world of independent film. Corman was married to Julie Halloran from 1970 until his death. They had 4 children. Corman died at his home in Santa Monica, California on May 9, 2024, at age 98.
Many times, other times you can be inspired.
Number 19, Eric Carmen. The voice behind All By Myself is now truly alone. How did his final chapter close? Eric Howard Carmen was an American singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist. He was the lead vocalist of the Raspberries, with whom he recorded the hit Go All the Way in 4 albums. He embarked on a solo career in 1975 and had global success with All By Myself, Never Gonna Fall in Love Again, She Did It, Hungry Eyes, and Make Me Lose Control. In later years, he toured with Ringo Starr and his all-star band before reforming the Raspberries in 2004. On March 11, 2024, Carmen's wife Amy announced that he had died in his sleep over the previous weekend at the age of 74. No cause or location of death was given. Number 18, Dabney Coleman. The king of comedic villains bowed out at 92. How did his final act play out? Dabney Wharton Coleman was an American actor. He was recognized for his roles portraying egomaniacal and unlikable characters in comedic performances. Throughout his career, he appeared in over 175 films and television programs and was awarded for both comedic and dramatic performances. In his later career, Coleman took on more consistently serious roles, notably portraying Burton Fallon in the TV series The Guardian, 2001 to 2004. In an interview with the Associated Press, Coleman described his dream job as a serious show about a serious subject, good writing, good actors, and said that his role on The Guardian was kind of that dream come true. He also appeared as a casino owner in 1975's Domino. Coleman died at his home in Santa Monica, California, on May 16, 2024, at age 92, of cardiac arrest due to dysphagia and heart failure.
Think is to be not larger than life and still be funny or dramatic or believable.
Number 17, Charles Ciphers. The sheriff from Halloween is no more. How did this horror icon meet his end? Charles Ciphers was an American actor who had starred in many films and on television. He was known in the horror movie community for his work in the films of John Carpenter, especially his role as Sheriff Lee Brackett in Carpenter's 1978 hit horror movie Halloween. He reprised this role in the 1981 sequel Halloween 2. He was not related to actor John Cipher, alongside whom he played in Hill Street Blues. On August 4th, 2024, Ciphers died in Tucson, Arizona at the age of 85 after a brief illness.
I didn't mean to startle you.
That's all right.
You know, it's Halloween. I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh?
Number 16, Peter Crombie. He played a crazy character on Seinfeld, but few know what really happened in his final days. Peter B. Crombie was an American film and television actor. Crombie was born on June 26, 1952, and raised in Oak Lawn, a suburb of Chicago. He studied acting at the Yale School of Drama before moving to New York City. Crombie appeared in such films as Born on the 4th of July, Natural Born Killers, Seven, My Dog Skip, and The Doors. His best-known television role was as the recurring minor character Crazy Joe Davola on Seinfeld. Crombie died after a brief illness on January 10, 2024, at the age of 71. Number 15, David Emza. The helicopter pilot who faced zombies is now truly at rest. How did his journey end? David Michael Emza was born in Evansville, Illinois on September 9, 1946. To Richard Andrew and Gertrude May Emza. He graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree from the University of Evansville, where he studied drama. While in college, he was drafted into the U.S. Army and served during the Vietnam War. David Emza, who played the helicopter pilot turned zombie Stephen in George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead, has died. He was 77. Emza's family shared the news of his death with the Evansville Courier and Press, a newspaper in his Indiana hometown. He died at the West River Health Campus. A cause of death was not disclosed. Number 14, Gary Graham. Alien Nation and Star Trek fans lost a beloved actor. How did his story conclude? Gary Graham, an actor who appeared in dozens of TV roles but will be best remembered for his place in the Alien Nation and Star Trek universes, has died. He was 73. Born June 6, 1950 in Long Beach, California, Graham began making appearances on episodic TV in the mid-1970s, including one-off roles in 8 is Enough, Starsky and Hutch, Policewoman, and The Incredible Hulk. His acting career continued steadily through the 1980s with appearances on Chips, The Dukes of Hazzard, and in one of his more memorable roles of the period as a hitman in the 1985 episode of Moonlighting. His feature film credits of the era included a role as the brother of Tom Cruise's character in 1983's All the Right Moves.
Well, I remember you.
Andy. Hey, how are you? I didn't recognize you.
Number 13, Louis Gossett Jr. The first African-American man to win an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor has taken his final bow. Louis Gossett Jr., born May 27, 1936 in Brooklyn, New York, and died March 28, 2024 in Santa Monica, California, was an actor who made history as the first African-American man to win an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He was recognized for his portrayal of tough-hearted drill sergeant Emil Foley in An Officer and a Gentleman, 1982. Gossett also earned acclaim for his work in numerous other projects, including the TV miniseries Roots, 1977. Gossett grew up in Brooklyn, New York. He initially focused on sports when he was in high school, but an injury that temporarily prevented him from playing basketball led him toward theater, and a teacher urged him to audition for the play in which he made his Broadway debut, Take a Giant Step, 1953. His performance was well received, and he won the Donaldson Award for Best Newcomer of the Year. After graduating from high school in 1954, he attended New York University on a basketball and drama scholarship. He continued to take acting jobs, appearing on Broadway in The Desk Set, 1955 to 56, and in TV shows in guest roles. After college, he was drafted by the New York Knicks of the NBA, but chose to fully dedicate himself to acting as a career.
God was here before you got here, and you may as well calm down and let him run things.
Number 12, Bernard Hill. The captain of the Titanic has finally gone down with the ship. How did this versatile actor say goodbye? Bernard Hill was an English actor. He was known for his versatile roles in both television and film, and his career spanned over 50 years. Bernard Hill was born in Blackley, Manchester on December 17, 1944. He was brought up in a Catholic family of miners. After attending Xaverian College in Rasolmo, Hill initially started training to be a teacher. However, a classmate, Mike Lee, who would later become a renowned writer and director, persuaded him to pursue acting. Hill enrolled in the Manchester Polytechnic School of Drama at the same time as Richard Griffith. In 1970, Hill graduated with a diploma in theater. Hill, who was living in Raydon, Suffolk, died on May 5, 2024 at age 79.
Tell me, why should we ride to the aid of those who did not come to ours?
Number 11, Susan Backlin. The first victim of Jaws met her real-life end in 2024. How did this pioneering stunt woman's life unfold? Susan Jane Backlin was an American actress and stunt woman, known for her role as Christy Watkins, the first victim of the shark in Steven Spielberg's 1975 film, Jaws. Born in Miami, Florida, she grew up in West Palm Beach, where she excelled as a swimmer and cheerleader at Forest Hill High School. After briefly attending nursing school, Backlin pursued a career in entertainment, working with animals at Ivan Torres Studio and later at Africa USA in California. Her breakthrough came when she posed topless with a water skiing lion in Penthouse magazine in 1973, leading to stunt and acting roles in films like The Towering Inferno, 1974, and Day of the Animals, 1977. She became iconic for her role in Jaws, where her character's terrifying underwater scene set the tone for the entire film. Beyond Jaws, she appeared in Spielberg's comedy 1941 in 1979, and had roles in TV series like The Fall Guy and Quark. Backlin married twice and had a daughter. In her later years, she worked as a computer accountant and enjoyed scuba diving. She passed away from a heart attack in Ventura, California at the age of 77, leaving behind a legacy as a pioneering stuntwoman and actress in Hollywood.
When people find out that I was the first girl to get eaten, they're amazed.
Number 10, Martin Mull. The man who made us laugh for decades quietly left the stage. How did his story conclude? Martin Eugene Mull was an American comic actor whose career included contributions as a musician and painter. He became known on Mary Hartman, its spin-off Fernwood Tonight and America Tonight. Mull was born in Chicago, the son of Betty Mull, an actress and director, and Harold Mull, an acoustic engineer. He moved with his family to North Ridgeville, Ohio when he was 2 years old. They lived there until he was 15 years old, when his family moved to New Canaan, Connecticut. Mull died from a long illness at his Los Angeles home on June 27, 2024. He was 80.
What do you recommend?
Tennis shoes.
Excuse me?
Put them on and run away.
Number 9, Bob Newhart. The comedy legend who shaped TV history is no longer with us. How did this incredible life conclude? Bob Newhart, born George Robert Newhart on September 5, 1929 in Oakland Park, Illinois, was of German, Irish, and Canadian descent. He graduated from La Jolla University, Chicago with a BBA in 1952 after serving in the U.S. Army during the Korean War. After working briefly as an accountant, Newhart transitioned to advertising and later found success as a stand-up comedian. His breakthrough came with comedic monologue albums like The Button-Down Mind of Bob Newhart, 1960, which won 2 Grammy Awards and became the first comedy album to top the Billboard charts. Newhart's career expanded to television with shows like The Bob Newhart Show, 1972 to 1978, and Newhart, 1982 to 1990. earning him critical acclaim and multiple Emmy nominations. He also appeared in films such as Elf, 2003, and voiced characters in Disney's The Rescuers series. In the 2010s, Newhart gained a new generation of fans with his role as Professor Proton on The Big Bang Theory and its prequel series, Young Sheldon. He continued performing comedy and receiving accolades until his passing on July 18, 2024, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 94.
I raised Buddy. I was his adopted father.
Number 8, Gina Roland. An icon of classic and indie film, passed away. How did this Hollywood legend face her final act? Gina Roland was born on June 19, 1930 in Madison, Wisconsin, and passed away on August 14, 2024 in Indian Wells, California. She was an American actress known for her extensive career spanning film, stage, and television over nearly 7 decades. Roland won 4 Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globe Awards during her career. She collaborated extensively with her husband, John Cassavetes, appearing in 10 of his films, including The Woman Under the Influence, 1974, and Gloria, 1980. Her role in A Woman Under the Influence earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Actress. She also won the Silver Bear for Best Actress for her role in Opening Night, 1977. Rollins appeared in Woody Allen's film Another Woman, 1988, and in her son Nick Cassavetes' film The Notebook, 2004. In 2015, she received an honorary Academy Award for her exceptional contributions to cinema. Rollins was praised for her versatile performances, ranging from intense dramas to comedic roles in films like Something to Talk About, 1995, and Hope Floats, 1998. She earned critical acclaim and recognition for her impactful presence in American cinema, influencing generations of actors and filmmakers alike. On June 24, 2024, Nick Cassavetes announced that his mother had been living with Alzheimer's disease for the previous 5 years. Rollins died from complications of Alzheimer's disease at her home in Indian Wells, California, on August 14, 2024, at the age of 94.
Wait! He don't know you don't do any harm.
Number 7, Barbara Rush. This Golden Globe winning actress had a stellar career, but how did her life finally come to a close? Barbara Rush was born on January 4, 2027 in Denver, Colorado. She passed away on March 31, 2024 in Westlake Village, California, at the age of 97. Barbara Rush was an American actress known for her elegant presence in Hollywood during the 1950s. In 1954, she won the Golden Globe Award for Most Promising Newcomer, Female. Some of her notable movies include It Came from Outer Space, 1953, When Worlds Collide, 1951, and Magnificent Obsession, 1954. She also appeared in films such as The Young Philadelphians, 1950, The Young Lions, 1958, and Bigger Than Life, 1956. Barbara Rush co-starred with prominent actors like Frank Sinatra and Paul Newman during her career. Her career spanned several decades, showcasing her versatility in both dramatic and science fiction genres. She was well regarded for her roles in various television shows and theater productions as well. Barbara Rush's contribution to Hollywood and her enduring legacy continued to be celebrated in the entertainment industry.
Time for the big move, Robbo. Take it, and it's all the way.
Number 6, Annie Whitfield. The young girl from White Christmas became a passionate activist, but what brought her journey to an end? Annie Whitfield Phillips passed away on February 15, 2024, at Valley Memorial Hospital in Burien, surrounded by her family after an unexpected accident during a neighborhood walk. She was deeply loved by her family, including 3 children and 7 grandchildren, who were her greatest joy and priority. Annie was born on August 27, 1938 in Oxford, Mississippi, and showed early talent in acting, appearing in radio shows and later in films like White Christmas as Susan Waverly. After leaving Hollywood in the 1970s, Annie dedicated her life to environmental causes and activism, including fighting climate change and advocating for social justice. She was an active member of various community organizations and received recognition for her work in clean water stewardship. Annie loved traveling in nature, often hiking Mount Rainier and exploring many countries worldwide with her grandchildren. In her later years, she ran a bed and breakfast in Burien, welcoming guests from around the globe with her warmth and hospitality. A celebration of Annie's life was held on March 22, 2024, at the Cove Community Club in Normandy Park. Number 5, Toby Keith. The country music giant who gave us hit after hit is now gone. How did his life come to a close? Toby Keith, born on July 8, 1961 in Clinton, Oklahoma, was an American country music singer, songwriter, actor, record producer, and businessman. He gained fame with his debut single, Should Have Been a Cowboy, in 1993, leading to a successful career with 20 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart and over 40 million albums sold worldwide. Keith's breakthrough single, How Do You Like Me Now, was the top country song in 2000. He founded Show Dog Universal Music in 2005 and ventured into acting, starring in films like Broken Bridges 2006 and Beer for My Horses 2008. Throughout his career, Keith released 19 studio albums, 2 Christmas albums, and 5 compilation albums. He received 7 Grammy Award nominations and was honored with the National Medal of Arts by President Donald Trump in 2021. Keith passed away on February 5, 2024, from stomach cancer, just hours before being inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame. He started his musical journey in Oklahoma, forming the Easy Money Band and later signing with Mercury Records in Nashville. His albums like Boomtown 1994 and Dream Walkin' 1997 were certified platinum, featuring hits such as Who's That Man and I'm So Happy I Can't Stop Crying, a duet with Sting. Keith's contributions to country music and entertainment spans over 3 decades, solidifying his legacy in the genre. Number 4, Robin Bernard. She was a daytime drama favorite, but her final curtain call went largely unnoticed. Why? Robin Bernard, renowned for her role in General Hospital, has sadly passed away at the age of 64. She gained recognition for portraying Terry Brock, also known as Terry O'Connor, on the long-standing American soap opera. Her career in Hollywood started with the 1981 film Diva, marking the beginning of a journey that included appearances in notable works like Whiz Kids, 1983, and The Facts of Life, 1984. Bernard's death was confirmed by the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, though the cause has not been disclosed as per reports from Variety. Born on May 26, 1959 in Gladewater, Texas, her passing marks the end of a career that spanned several decades and left an indelible mark on the television landscape, particularly through her impactful portrayal on General Hospital. Her contributions to entertainment will be remembered by fans and colleagues alike. During her tenure on General Hospital, Bernard's character, Terry Brock, evolved significantly, grappling with issues such as alcoholism, which affected her music career within the show's narrative. She departed the series in March 1990 after her character landed a recording deal and left the fictional town of Port Charles. Her final screen role came in 2002, playing a psychologist in Voices from the High School. Number 3, Richard Lewis. The comedian who made neurotic humor famous is no longer with us. How did his life finally conclude? Richard Philip Lewis was born on June 29, 1947 in Brooklyn, New York, and raised in Englewood, New Jersey. He came from a Jewish family and had a challenging relationship with his mother after his father's death. He graduated from Dwight Morrow High School in 1965 and earned a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration from Ohio State University in 1969. Lewis started his comedy career in Greenwich Village in 1971 and gained fame with appearances on shows like The Tonight Show. He starred in the sitcom Anything But Love, 1989 to 1992, and had roles in films like Robin Hood, Men in Tights, 1993. He struggled with alcoholism and drug addiction, themes often reflected in his comedy. He married Joyce Lipinski in 2005. Lewis was known for his dark, neurotic humor and was ranked number 45 on Comedy Central's 100 Greatest Stand-Ups of All Time. GQ magazine also recognized him as one of the 20th century's most influential humorists. He passed away on February 27, 2024 in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 76, and was buried in Roseville, Minnesota.
Richard Lewis!
Number 2, Greg Kihn. The musician who brought us Jeopardy has left the stage forever. How did his life end? Greg Kihn was an American rock musician, radio personality, and novelist. He gained fame as the founder and frontman of the Greg Kihn Band. Kihn's career took off with hits like the breakup song, They Don't Write 'Em, in 1981, and Jeopardy in 1983, both reaching high positions on the Billboard Hot 100. Originally from Baltimore, Maryland, Kihn relocated to San Francisco in 1974, where he joined Berserkly Records and became a key figure in the label's melodic pop sound. In addition to music, Kihn pursued a literary career, writing several horror novels including Horror Show and Shade of Pale. He transitioned into radio in 1996 as a morning DJ for KUFX, a Bay Area classic rock station. Kihn was known for his charity work with Operation Care and Comfort, supporting military personnel with care packages, and was involved in cancer awareness efforts. He passed away in 2024 due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. Number 1, Mitzi McCall. She shared the stage with the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. How did her remarkable journey come to a close? Mitzi McCall was born Mitzi Steiner on September 9, 1930, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She gained national attention in the early 1950s for her work on television, particularly for a segment involving a child with a cleft palate. McCall married Charlie Brill in 1960, and they had one daughter together. She and Charlie Brill performed on The Ed Sullivan Show on the same episode as the Beatles' debut in the U.S. McCall had a prolific career in television and animation, voicing characters in shows like The Flintstones and Snorks. She passed away on August 8, 2024, at the age of 93 in Los Angeles County, California. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed uncovering these Hollywood legends, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe. We've got more fascinating stories for you, so click on the videos popping up on screen right now. Dive deeper into Hollywood's untold secrets, and as always, keep exploring the past with us. See you in the next one.